About to give it to you like you want it. I know sometimes you can't hear that when I'm doing that, Doc, but like that beat was pretty sweet. So sometimes I just gotta leave it running, brother. How are you, man?
Good. How are you tonight, man?
Good. Welcome everybody to another edition of STAXX Live. Thank you all for joining us. The 727 edition today. All kinds of different stuff to talk about today. Let me flip the talk show up here.
Been an interesting week in crypto, to say the least.
Yeah, man. So again, I'm glad we're doing these formats because things are just moving so fast. There's just so much going on, and in all aspects of cryptocurrency and the world, and you know. Just nice to take a breath and do these chill streams and you know, woosah, brother, woosah. Welcome. I hope everyone had a good day or a good evening. If you're on the other side of the world and just getting up, I hope you have a great day, a good morning. Thank you again for joining us. We got a lot to cover tonight. Remember, these STAXX.CLUB lives are completely informal. My brother here, Doc, and I, Biff, am your host. And you know, questions, interactions. What's up, Ray? How are you, man? Good morning to you.
Hey, what's happening, Ray?
questions, interactions, that what we're looking for. So we're going to look at some charts tonight. Obviously, the cryptocurrency markets, Bitcoin caught a bounce, which we were kind of talking about last show when it really looked awful. It caught a bounce in the zone we were kind of looking at. And now we get, everybody's kind of asking that question. Maybe it's a
Still hasn't cleared the channel though.
right. Right. Is it a fake out? We're gonna look at some charts. We got rabbit hole packs to give away. So right now, as a matter of fact, right, this is something new. Ray, you'll be our experimenter because you're the first chatter in there. Go ahead and type in if you're in the Twitch chat because this is gonna be Twitch only, and you're gonna have to be a follower. So we're gonna start doing these every week. Give something away in our stream as well. So we're running this one like a giveaway. So type !ticket one. So I'll like put that in the chat. So it's like ticket one, is the command to enter into the drawing, right? So all you guys in Twitch chat, so see !ticket one. So just like that's the command ticket one. That'll throw you into a raffle drawing for another rabbit hole. Yeah. Jump in there too. Toop. What up, man?
Welcome up.
This is something a little new, and this is going to be automated, and Stream Elements, the chat bot will do that for us. So there's two giveaways going on right now for rabbit hole packs, and back up here just a bit so we can kind of show the wheel. So this one is all wheels. While it's loaded up on the wheel, we'll spin that one in a little bit. That's for a silver hole pack as well. And that one is just a form posted in our Telegram. So there'll be a form posted in our Telegram every week, right? And all you got to do is go in there and sign up. So there's the wallets for that. And then we also have the drawing live in our stream right now. So if you're not in Twitch, go run over there, type !ticket one in chat right now, and you'll be entered into that drawing for another rabbit hole pack. So you got 2 chances to win tonight. How about that? We'll go through rabbit hole. Obviously, they're our partner as well in this conglomerate. Drop of theirs is actually pretty amazing. The packs are no longer for sale, so secondary market only. We have some to give away, and we'll kind of share that as well. Man, a bunch of stuff going on too, Doc. Just in like NFT. I should have probably shared my screen with you. Matter of fact, why don't we just start doing that?
Yeah.
NFTs like are just kind of like all in the news right now, right? Like NFT hyperama. Let me move over to Twitter here too, because
Seems
man,
like the new craze is the Avatar game.
well, it's not only like the apes and all these other collections, but like
I
this new
snagged a
one,
similar
Stoner
before
Cats,
summer.
right? Is like just released today, and blew up, sold out, and the gas fees were insane. They were trying to mint these things. Um, actually, it's a really interesting project. So you haven't gone and checked it out yet, or you haven't heard about it, or people are talking about Stoner Cats. Might as well just put it in the chat here. Go check it out. Hey, Dub Wizard, thanks for joining again. Make sure that everybody types ticket one just like he did to enter that.
Welcome, Dub.
We'll probably only have a few people in it tonight, and that's fine, right? So the lower the amount, the more chances you have to win. But that's how we're gonna kind of do it every week. So it'll be fair, and we'll reward participation, obviously, for everybody joining in here. We really appreciate you guys joining and asking questions and being active and getting our name out there and a brand out there. But we want that participation in Twitch too. That's what makes this show kind of special too. Just taking questions and chatting with our audience, right?
Yep, interaction.
So anyway, let me digress there. Stoner Cats was this, released today, and again, stonercats.com. Go check it out. What makes this one different is is all the celebrities involved, right? So you can see the cast: Mila Kunis, Ashton Kutcher, Vitalik, Chris Rock, Jane Fonda. So there's actors involved in this. They're basically producing this show. There's owners of the NFTs. We're not going to go into it too much depth. Maybe we'll talk about that on a Saturday show and just kind of focused on NFTs, Doc. But this one's a little different, man, because it's a limited drop. Again, go check it out if you want. It basically broke OpenSea today when it
Oh yeah,
dropped.
it sold out in 35 minutes.
Yeah, so a
The
lot of
gas,
money involved. There was also problems because this one's a mint, so you mint like a rare cat, and it has rare attributes,
a
and
lot of people lost a
they
lot
were
of
having problems with the gas, right? So anyway, we're not going to focus on the negatives. Again, we'll talk about the details of all that. That just kind of went today and vetted out. But this one's unique because if you do hold one of these tokens, I will say this too. Let me just say this right now. Somebody made some money today because these things were selling for 0.35 ETH. And literally, I was like looking at transactions and somebody sold one for 50 ETH. So they might have had to deal with the gas fees or whatever, but don't go cry them a river, man, because people made some money on those things if they're minimum.
well,
So
the thing I heard was a lot of people were uh trying to do the default setting that Stoner Cats had recommended.
yeah, well, that you never do that. You always pay a little
And
bit more for gas when you're trying to race other
exactly,
people. That's a good
exactly.
lesson learned. But anyway, the point I was just gonna make is like if you hold these tokens, this show is a little bit different. Um, because they're gonna give token holders like unique content. So like the actors are gonna do things for people that are holding the tokens, right? That's unique, man. That's new. That's kind of a different idea, the way to like crowd fund a show. So hey, hats off to them, man. Good for them. I'm glad to see people entering the space in whatever means. Was their release perfect? Maybe not, but they seldom are, and I'm all for it. So bring it on, man. The more the merrier. Again, we were kind of joking. I was talking to the mayor a little bit ago because I know that some people in the NFT, in other projects were kind of upset about that, or had gripes about that project. But we're also talking about guys that are spending 15 grand on ape NFTs that have no utility, right? So take it for whatever it is, man. This is art, this is project, this is fun. You buy what you want, you enjoy it, give a damn what anyone else thinks, right? I mean, that's the way I look at it, right? That's when we got into NFTs for the fun and enjoyment of it, for sharing things, collaborating with artists. Things have blown up just so much in the last 6 months since we've been involved. Like I mean, like this is just the beginning, right? So NFTs, digital collectibles, all that stuff is just going to enable artists of every kind around the world. That's really what's going to happen. Writings on the wall. Bitcoin chart is on the screen. Let's change gears, sir.
Looking good right now, honestly, but
Let's go around the hood and
once
look at the Bitcoin chart.
once again though, we're stuck in a zone until we break out of it for the next level or fall back into it again.
Okay, so we have a little range here, right? So this is our previous range from the run up in January. So that's a nice little tight zone. 40K is not only a psychological barrier, but that, this is a nice range, right? Now, the question is what happens next, right? So we got our quote unquote bounce out of this zone. We were going to talk some Fibonacci tonight, and I don't want to bore people if nobody really wants to kind of dive into like what a 618 level is and kind of how that looked and how that played out. But that was definitely like we talked about all the charts last week that we looked at, and some of the indicators, especially on the weeklies, right, were rounding off and
Yep.
indicating that some indicators of a change in momentum or a trend change. But this was the one that we kind of looked at that really illustrated like this 618 quote unquote level around 27K really acting as very strong support, right? Actually the level above it, right? I mean, pretty clear support right around the 34 range. That 30 range pretty much held for what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks there, right? So again, a lot of times when you're testing support, the more times you test it, the weaker it gets, and then it breaks. That really didn't happen. So now the question is, right, is this a fake out? Is this just some kind of bull trap? You know, are we going to bounce off this 40K level and then just head straight back down, right? So You know, that's more trend analysis. If I pull up some charts here, though, I was looking
What's
at
the
this
monthly
today.
look like?
The monthly's still going to look awful. So the higher time frames now have all reset other than the monthly. Well, actually, you know, this July candle, that's not
Yeah,
awful. That's actually a pretty optimistic looking
yeah.
kind of reversal candle, isn't it?
Especially,
Now that it's bounced and we're up at 40K right now.
yeah.
That's actually interesting now that you mention it. So let's just clear like some templates and like look, get just like a bare bones.
What did July open at?
So you can see like momentum's still really high. So like, you know, squeeze momentum, everything looks like it's rounding off on the monthly, and even the stochastic looks like it's, you know, we're momentum's down. But this was such a huge drop off. That, you know, that a bounce and at least some sort of leveling out when you're just thinking about pure liquid momentum, like what a
Right,
wave looks like in the water, right? When a wave crests over. Like it's natural that it's going to bounce and at least come up to some level, right? And then maybe this price range kind of works its way out. But you know, again, we're just gonna we're gonna take it week by week, right? That's what we're gonna be here looking at every Tuesday. Now the weekly, when you look at it like this, looks really good, right? So this looks perfect. The daily kind of topped off today, so this is our bounce, you know,
yeah.
so this is our initial bounce. The daily and the 4 hour are probably going to look, you know, kind of like topped out. But clearly, you know, that 40K level is our resistance level right now. But we haven't been anywhere near it in a long time. So it's kind of refreshing. Markets bounced, you know, everything kind of caught a little breath of fresh air.
Right.
Ethereum's trading what, you know, still 2285 right now. If you look at this weekly though, this is kind of what I want to focus on because it's pretty much perfect looking. So
Yeah.
your squeeze momentum indicator, you know, kind of rounding out. The money flow looks like it's hit some sort of, you know,
Bottom, yeah.
yeah, I don't want to say bottom, but definitely
Right, but
changing
yeah,
trend, right? Down, up, right? And then two nice, you know, buy signals on the stochastic. So that's a nice look. That's definitely a nice look, and it looks a hell of a lot nicer than it did a week or two ago, right?
yeah,
We were looking at certain June because everybody knew if this line, you know, if this level broke, so it was going to be a lot of pain down here, right? The oh shit zone.
yeah.
So, you know, we could look at this zone and kind of take the middle of it, but you can just almost kind of see it right here, 35. I mean, really, 40 to 30 is our range. This is a nice range. Are we going to chop some broccoli in here? You know, that could be logical looking at kind of how the daily is rounded off. I would think that we're going to at least test this 40K line. We're already there. I was not really expecting to even kind of be back here until later on in the week. So, let's look at kind of like how that looks like from a daily. Oh, that's a, you know, that's a lot of consecutive daily green candles. So I would, you know, short term, I'm expecting just kind of like a rejection and then
Yeah.
figure it out from there. Yeah, I'm expecting
Maybe,
something like that.
maybe even find support again
Right. So
back.
this would maybe be your good time to trade too if you're kind of looking at positions, right? So you're going to say, all right, we're at, you know, we changed trend. Here's my line. Am I going to long resistance or am I going to short, you know, resistance and, you know, kind of wait, right, for this to happen or this to happen, right? That's what good traders do. So, you
Yep.
know, maybe you decide to take a position on one side or the other and it doesn't really matter, right? Because on one side you're going to win your trade, on the other side you're going to lose your stop. So um I don't know how I would personally, I guess if I was going to decide now, if I had to like make a call, I'd probably be, you know, waiting to see what this level does and then looking to build a position if it goes down. If I was going long, I'd want to be, you know, I'd want to be starting to long in there. And if I was going short, I'd want to be starting my short in here, right? Optimally. So,
Now, me, if I were leverage trading this, I would go smaller positions short. Like, and this is specifically if I was buying spot and having to enter right now.
Mm.
which obviously you never want to force yourself into an entry. But
Yeah, so this is, this is the
yeah, I
kind of
just
clear change in trend, right? Like we clearly broke out, right? Like that's not where I want to get too aggressive either way or the one way or the other because that could be a fake out,
yep,
or uh just kind of a, a momentary, like you were saying, long short squeeze and natural market cycle, part of a
right,
market cycle and an overall larger downtrend, right?
right.
So take that for what you will.
Well, like I said, if it were me and I had to enter right now, if I was feeling the itch to trade something on leverage, I would leverage a smaller position with a little bit higher leverage going short. And then if it also, I would have a very tight stop loss on that. And then I would go low leverage long because truthfully, I can see a pullback into that 34 range again and find support for a bounce if this is continuing the upward trend. But like you said, that weekly looks really, really good. And the monthly flipped. If we can close that month green, I really think we should push through this next month.
At least no more, at least we'll do some sort of
I
natural
think we're going to
range
stay away
movement or head back up, if we are destined to break this all-time high and like start heading back up. But
I think we're going to stay away from
less of
27
the
for a
fear
little
and doom,
bit.
yeah, of this level crashing. Like that's all I'm looking for right now because once the market stabilizes, it's a lot more fun than when everybody's all miserable and turtle
Right.
shelled up and tethered up and not having any fun, right?
Yeah, crypto Twitter's definitely different.
Yeah. I mean, they like what you can wear their emotions on the sleeve, just kind of looking at sentiment. Let's look at just some kind of like different views. We didn't talk about kind of like the GAN, but that's actually just like a really nice kind of view of that support level. So that's a nice channel, and we'll keep an eye on that. I had one drawn from this top, this low, I'm sorry, this high to this low, uh, to kind of indicate some possible resistances. Maybe we can throw that
Which
back up there.
truthfully, I think that's the current channel that we're going to start working.
Let's
I really do.
look at that.
Because I'm with you. Overall, I don't think the bull run's over. You got to
Yeah,
think
I don't think it's
that,
anywhere near over. So it kind of broke that first line of resistance there. I mean, that was a nice run.
yeah, that's 65K top, dude. I mean, like literally the drop down to back down to 27K, that was the first blow off from a run from 37K. You know what I mean? Or $3,700.
It's interesting to me. I don't mind talking in those terms, right? Because it's everybody's theory at this point. A lot of like older traders, or I don't want to say older traders, but people that have even been around a long time are like afraid to like make calls right now just because
Right.
this is so unique, right?
Yep.
And different, and they don't want to like be on the wrong end of it. But I think this is great. I think it's like, it's exciting, it's new, like here's the game, right? It's right in front of you. There's people are gonna make millions, they're gonna change their lives, and people are gonna lose their ass, right? Here it is right in front of you. Everybody gets the same, sort of dice they can roll and game they can play. Now, obviously, if you have more leverage, you can do different things, but uh
I keep
there it
going back
is, like fortunes can be made and lost, right?
I keep going back to the statistic too that from March, what was it, March 13th of 2020, we went from 183 billion overall market cap in crypto to what was like 13 months later, we were up over 3 trillion in total market cap just over a year. So the game has changed at this point. These cycles are probably going to take longer to play out. You know what I'm saying?
This one definitely kind of feels like a whole new world, on a lot
Yeah.
of different levels. Let's look at just kind of like a naked chart here. Can always add that stuff back.
Anybody watching in the Twitch stream have any questions for Biff or I?
Yeah,
Uh,
or want to look at any
what we're
symbols
going
or,
over.
any other looks or anything like that, we can definitely pull up. Let's look at, while we're in here, just kind of some of our other indicators.
Do you have
So
any? Do
last week we
you
were
have any
looking at,
no wicks chart?
I'm sorry.
Do you have any no wicks charts?
Yeah, like we can pull up, anything that TradingView has. I actually like just looking at like the I don't know how to pronounce that. Ashi, I think it's called. Like that actually kind of shows you like there you go, right? So
Yep.
the narrower these wicks on these things get, usually that's kind of indicating more of a reversal, and now it's painting a green candle. So that's actually a reversal signal. The hash ribbons, so we've been kind of watching that. So that's a good indicator that's just using mining uh, hash, which I find fascinating. But that's a hash ribbons indicator that you can just go add to a chart. The last time it flashed up buy was in November of 20. So this is kind of indicating minor capitulation. And we clearly are going through a capitulation event. We talked about that last week, especially with a lot of miners moving out of China. So that looks like to have stabilized, and the hash rate looks like to have stabilized. So as soon as that line crosses back on this one, like it did back here, that'll flash up a buy. So that's like kind of an interesting indicator.
Yeah, it is an interesting indicator. Dub Wizard wants to know when Twitter giveaway.
Which oh yeah. Well, we should talk to him about that. So we have a lot of stuff in our collection, and we talked to him about running a giveaway for us, just like promoting one.
Gotcha.
But like it's like, what do we want to give away? Now we have our own NFT. I guess we could talk about that too. But those are rare and got kind of expensive, and we want to keep those exclusive to like
Well,
club
we
members
have,
and stuff. So
we have Holdy locks we could mint.
yeah, we have a lot of designs that we have upcoming to mint, and I guess that's why we haven't done the Twitter giveaway. But let's think more on that, man. We
Dub
need to give
Wizard.
more stuff away. Honestly, we haven't been doing as much Twitter either because we wanted to like make sure that we reward people that are participating in the community and not just like throwing a retweet out on Twitter.
Dub Wizard, why don't you reach out to Biff or I via DM? You can reach out on Twitter or in Telegram. Uh, that way we have it on file. We get a lot of messages throughout the day. So, staying on top of things is easier when we have record of it. So go ahead and hit us up, send us a DM, and we'll get moving on that.
This is a good look too with a slingshot. So this is a Chris Moody slingshot you can just add to a chart, and it'll show you like buy signals and sell signals. And this on the daily, it's on a still on a sell, but these are based on moving averages, and you can see we're up trading above it now, so that'll flip
Right.
to a buy. So as long as we hold kind of that range, I would say anything above that 34, 35 range, if we hold above here, that's
Yeah, if we
bullish.
hold.
So again, if you're trading and like you get that, that's golden, right? And it bounces back to 35 and then, shoots up. Like that's exactly what you're looking for. Cause then now you
That's
have your trend
exactly what
change, then
I'm
you have
looking.
your confirmation, right?
Yep, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Because I'm out of my position now, so I'm literally just sitting on the sidelines waiting for a good entry. And anywhere
That's a real,
30,
if you guys want to do that. So this is Chris Moody's slingshot system. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you there.
oh,
Good.
you're good.
It's just CM slingshot system. Chris Moody is one of the best, these indicator makers that does all these things free. Give those people, give those people the love they deserve, because man, there's some really cool stuff available to.
What's his super guppy?
He's got two of them. One of them's a EMEA too. I forget which was which. Kind of gives you the all the EMEAs, all the ranges, kind of so you can see them like that. So Pull up
I
the.
like using the exponential moving average personally.
This is really cool. But this is again, this is really advanced, charting ability that would have cost thousands of dollars to anybody. Still, people do pay thousands of dollars for some charting systems. Don't be afraid to push buttons. Should we look at Ethereum real quick just while we're in here? Again, any other looks or anything else you guys want to look at? Ethereum Trust and the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust both blew up last week this week, I'm sorry, last couple of days. 2 days ago, I think it was up like 25%. So they definitely kind of followed that bounce. I've been following that stuff just because I want to like figure out if the ETF stuff is actually ever going to happen.
Ether is still holding strong on that.
Yeah, we were looking at maybe that 1400 level coming back into play last show, right? Because it was literally right here, right?
Yep.
The last show. So that support held. I think that line belongs there, right?
Definitely looking like ETH's oh shit line.
Now let's go look at the
Check out
BTC.
Wax. Let's check out Wax.
Oh yeah, that caught a pump last couple of days too. Let's just take a gander at BTC. Still kind of at that same level. This is like one of my favorite charts to look at because I remember I drew this, in then, right? I drew this then, and it's the same chart, bro. I love looking at this stuff. It's like, yep, I drew that. I was right. Well, it's not about right, wrong, but this chart was correct.
Yes.
And sometimes it is about being right or wrong, right?
The,
Like vindicated.
the momentum continued for sure on that one.
If you're looking for reversals and you're trying to trade reversals, the chalice is what you're looking for, right? You're looking for that right there. That's the golden chalice, right? Some of them are called V recoveries. Some of them recover in different ways, but ultimately that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a trend change.
Can you put EMAs on that?
Do what?
Can you put EMAs on that?
Yeah. See what this one looks like. Ooh, I like that one too. Yeah, that one's cool looking. So you can tell we see we're trading way above the lower line now. But these were some, pretty serious candles.
If you also look at that long chart there, the momentum has just shifted still. Like if you compare, I mean, obviously those EMAs should pinch back together before you see another real good push. But my gosh,
I can just sit here and do this like all night too. I love just pushing buttons and looking at charts and stuff like this. But yeah,
checking the different ranges. But
if
you
you
look,
were just looking at that then, you can't really necessarily tell that that's super like, or that's, a round out, but you can definitely see like, look how severe those are spread out and they're tightening up, tightening up, tightening up, tightening up, tightening up, right? Bang,
yep.
But this was such a violent swing. So,
Oh my god.
oh, these were such different days back then, right? I mean, our club wasn't even really like organized then. Like we were just all running different ways, doing different things, and trying to survive even then. And that's when I was really just kind of learning about blockchain video games and just so leaps and bounds different today. And that's really only 3 years ago. And think about where we'll be in the next 3 years. So,
Right.
anything else that we wanted to look at from charting
Yeah,
standpoint?
pull Wax up real
Oh
quick.
yeah, Wax.
Because it did see a nice pump.
So
What
I just
hit
follow
almost
the
20 there.
USD chart on Wax, but the Bitcoin chart looked pretty good too. So this is kind of an easy one. We were watching the 25 cent level as well. We'll
That looks like it found nice support there though.
mark that.
And then you see that nice clearing width on that green candle about 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
and again, we've talked about the tokenomics of wax and how there's not like a lot of incentives to burn it or um the staking mechanism. It does all right. It's not, the APR is not going to wow anybody. But the utility of the token and what's branching off of it and the hundreds and thousands of other projects now, maybe not hundreds of thousands, but definitely hundreds of really awesome, like legitimate projects that are launching off of that platform, lead me to believe that the token is going to sustain this growth. And actually, it might be one of those ones that's just kind of a, you know, less volatile, you know, kind of
Yeah.
play. Now, I say that looking at this chart where we've dipped from 30 cents to, 8, right? So obviously that was a pretty serious swing in USD. But honestly, what's going to end up happening here is, we're going to end up figuring out this range, right? So this is kind of where I'm considering the no man's zone for wax right now. We're either going to bounce off here and go back down here and figure something out here. If we clear this though and hold 25 cents, it's off to the moon. And again, I'm not a moon boy, but there's no resistance, right? Like there's nothing over there to stop this other than the original lines when like this thing fell from the heavens
Basically like launch
at
date.
like, yeah, I mean, my God. So I'm not even gonna, at like $5 or whatever. So you can see this mess down here. That's what we were looking at. So clearly there's some room to run here. Now that's obviously the ugliest looking chart ever, but you know what I'm saying, right? So once it starts making some bounds, some leaps and bounds, it's gonna take some chunks with it at a time, I think.
Yeah.
Uh Again, we'll see. Time remains to be seen, what's going to actually happen. But
And you also have the other side of wax where it is a lot of artists who eventually are wanting to cash out for what, for the art that they're producing. So,
it's definitely
and
liquid, right? It's liquid. It's hard to hold on to. I spend it. There's so many marketplaces and games and things that I want. Right? I want to buy this land. We want to get involved in all this other stuff. There's a lot of reasons to spend it, so it's very liquid. But at the same time, is that good necessarily if, like you said, people are cashing it out or using it to get their USD vehicle to pay their bills or whatever, right? They might be taking it out of the pool as well. I would love to see some more like burning economics or like, staking mechanisms. I do see like DeFi mechanisms that are popping up on the exchange like Alcor, but again, there needs to be a lot more of that. And we'll see. We'll continue to, obviously we'll be a part of the wax economy forever because of dust and all the other cool things that we're involved in, all the amazing projects. I actually just bought a couple of blocks today to catch up on Bitcoin Origins, which is one of my favorite projects, of all time. Obviously, that's a big reason why we got knee deep into wax from the get go.
yeah,
That and Garbage Pail Kids, right? So of course it's natural that a guy like Curdy, who's also involved in that project, is also involved in Nifty Wizards, is also involved in Dust, right? Like those guys from NFT Genius are in all of that cool stuff. So we just naturally gravitated towards them, right?
right.
All right. So again, yeah, cruising at 15 cents, caught a, it was 15-20% pump bounce that, rejected off of 20 cents, but that got there in a hurry. And that was yesterday.
Yeah. It's holding the weekly median right now, though. So as long as we can close this week out, on a green candle, I think, like you said, I think it's going to bounce around in this, 13 to 20 cent range while it's deciding whether it's going to pump into that 25, 23, 25 cent range.
I
Once again, though, too, the whole market's kind of following Papa BTC right now, who decided to pump. So
It is
Every,
leading. And you know
yeah,
when
everybody kind of got
Bitcoin's
the same
leading,
vibe.
right, it can go smashing too, right?
Yep.
I was looking at Wax. I wanted to look at the market cap. The market cap of Wax is still 227 million, right? Which I that just doesn't seem right. I mean, it's like coin rank, 124, like it's not even in the top 100.
Yeah.
So just based on that alone, I think it should be higher, right? Just based on that alone, like there's literally shit coins like that I've never even heard of on the top 100, and I can scroll through the
Right.
list, but I mean, so let's look down there and you know, I mean, again, there actually are some decent tokens on the bottom 100. As I say that, I shove my foot in my mouth because I'm actually looking at it right now. Like you look down there in the top 100, all of a sudden here comes Ikami. There's Ren. Well, that's the Ren BTC. Raven Coin. That's actually a good project. The Sandbox 0x. So those are actually some terrible projects back there. But I guess maybe what I should be saying is the top 100 is actually filling up with some decent projects, and most of these are
Rose
pretty
up there.
legitimate and have some, some worth. But a Wax, is like, I mean, literally blowing up on and everything on NFTs right now, and has some pretty amazing blockchain games and projects behind it too. So
I, s- I snagged a pack of NBA Top Shot over the weekend.
yeah, that's on Flow blockchain. I'm not gonna pull up the NFT list right now, but the list of blockchains that like have cool things on them is
Yeah.
increasing, and Hive, and we're seeing these development of these resources and uh apps, right? Things that you can use, stuff that you
Yeah.
can play with, and think, utility, right? That's good, right? And the cream's starting to rise too. I think you're starting to kind of see like the better projects rise,
Yep.
or at least get notoriety. But that's kind of what our club does too. I'm back out at the talk show here for just a second stretch. The That's kind of what we do, in our club too. And we talk about that, right? We kind of preach uh focusing on supporting people that deserve to be supported, looking at the projects that deserve more attention, helping artists that deserve to be helped and that want to help themselves, and try to network those up with other people who are interested in art, right? And
Right.
maybe traders or other people that have interests that want to get involved in video games, and maybe a video gamer who wants to learn more about markets, and and vice versa, right? That's what we're doing. That's what I think we're doing that's very unique, actually, Doc.
I agree.
I wanted to go through before we do the rabbit hole pack giveaway, which we can do right now. Here's the wheel. We'll go ahead and close that up. So we're gonna give that a spin here in just a
What
moment.
happens? What
Uh,
happens tonight if the G spot gets hit?
um, we had done wax, but since now we kind of have our own currency in the like the hologram, because that has kind of turned into a currency of sorts. I mean, those are worth a couple of bucks each. I say we give everybody a promo if it hits.
All right. That
Okay.
sounds good.
And remember, 10 promos, you got to collect 10 promos to do the blend. That is out on our website as well. I'm not going to shill that. If you've been collecting those promos or you want to start, you need 10 of them to do the blend, and then you get a rare animated version of it, which is kind of our, it's not kind of, it is our STAXX.CLUB hologram, official hologram blend, and we're going to have rewards for those token holders every month. So, and maybe randomly too. So that's definitely going to be a list that we're going to keep because we appreciate the original supporters. And we didn't just go out and sell those either. Like, we sold the promos super cheap, and then people had to collect them and then, build them themselves. So
Yep.
also super cool.
Yeah, and I think the average price on the secondary market now is even up around like $4 or $5.
Yeah, let's go look before we. So here's the rabbit hole, silver hole packs. We'll talk about exactly what those are in just a minute. So those are going for a little cheaper than they were actually. Those are going for $5 right now. There is a super rare drop in that the Philosoph we'll talk about. That's actually a 0.01 chance of getting it, or zero point 0.1 chance. We'll look at the specifics. But if you get it, it's a super rare one of one, and you get 500 wax, and it's still out there, hasn't been unboxed. So talk about that too. That was a cool drop.
That is.
Let's look at the STAXX collection though, because obviously we need to shill our we need to do a better job of shilling our own stuff too. So if you haven't checked out our collection, here it is. Go check out Goldman STAXX on the Atomic Hub. If you just look for gold, you'll find us. The lowest price hologram right now is 30 wax. And that's actually a cheaper one, because they had been going for 50. So again, I haven't looked at the turnover to see how many of those are still moving, but glad to see that. We're gonna probably start burning the 900 series, and maybe burn a few hundred of those as well. I don't know. We'll talk about that. See what the community wants to do, because I think that's super cool that we've involved our community and been interactive with them on that. So if you'd like to go buy one of those, there they are. The Silver Hole pack. So let's talk about Rabbit Hole just for a minute. Unless there's something else you want to talk about before we dive in here, Doc.
No,
NFT related or wax related. I know you have a bunch of projects and stuff going on too, but we can talk about all that as we're making drops and releases. And we have a ton of other things that we have kind of in the pipeline right now, but take a big deep breath. The Rabbit Hole group, right? So onerabbithole.com, the conglomerate drop is what we're talking about here. So this is like a collection, but the Rabbit Hole NFT people are just ultimate professionals, artists. The STAXX.CLUB guys, the collection is in with them, are STAXX.CLUB. I think we said it was STAXX.CLUB. They are producing these unbelievably awesome, super professional, gorgeous NFTs and collections. Go out here and look for it. You look at it yourself. Check out their website. I mean, I look how creative just even the labeling is. Made from premium local magic. This last one, they have the keys. So it's pack drops. They had different drops based on rarity. The packs are all sold. So the Silver Hole ones we're giving away now are kind of the middle tier. And then they have these keys in them, which you can blend, right, to form a word. And 3 words are needed for every illustration from this pixel category. So here's the keys. Here's kind of the code. You can kind of look at it, which you have to blend. If you blend, you can make these, right? And then you can kind of just follow the list on down, right? These super cool is Acolyte, Rabbit, Magic, Jadeite, Warrior, Night Landscape, and Xavier. So these can all be blended to create these, right? And from there on, there's actually another group of cards. So there's the collage group, which had their rabbits all labeled, and those were super beautiful as well. They had the minimal looks, so like Briar, there's like Jessica Rabbit, Bugs, like a minimalist kind of look to them. Black and whites, same kind of designs. And then they had these paintings, which are just awesome as well. I mean, look at the artwork in that. Like, look at the detail with the rabbit bunny and the rocket ship. It's so cool. And then they had the realism part of it. So these were the rarer cards, and you blend 4 of these realism cards together, you get a super rare realism video NFT. I mean, how much work went into all this, right?
Right.
Very bottom is the 0.05 chance to get the Philosoph from conglomerate packs. So that's what this guy looks like. And if you do unbox that, it's worth 500 wax. And he's still has yet to be unboxed. So
Wow.
super cool. Again, super fun. Got like way in depth. I mean, like those guys were working on this for night and day for weeks, and did a great job with the drop and a beautiful release of
Such a
it. So
cool
hats off.
concept from
Yep,
start to finish.
hats off to them. Keep an eye out for these guys too. Go check out their about page as well. They've got a Telegram, so go jump in their Telegram. The kind of their timeline is on there as well. And if you scroll down to the very bottom, they have announced they're starting their alpha testing. So they're actually creating a video game. They also have worked with us in the past on and no blockchain on our collaboration, and we have a token that's going to be in their virtual land as well. So lots more cool, fun, interactive stuff that we'll be doing with that group, and we love those guys, obviously, guys and gals from that project. So,
Very cool. Very cool.
yep. Thank you to Kajul and the whole gang over there for donating prizes as well. So without further ado, let's give away some stuff.
Let's drop some
Let's
packs.
drop some packs. Drop some packs. All right, last chance to get in. We'll go ahead and cut that one off. I should be able to look them up here too. So, all right, and away we go. Oh, is it gonna stop? Oh, I thought we were gonna give some stuff away there. Let's see what this one is. Congratulations. Let me grab the actual wallet list first. Throw that on notepad so we don't lose it. And let's see who that was. HKZ94. So we'll send that person an email and get that out right away. Matter of fact, I'll send it out right now on stream. Why not?
Boom.
Yeah. Boom. Just so we can show how fast it is. Of course, I wasn't logged in when I did that.
Gotta love it. Just to let everybody know too, August 1st, Auto Wild NFTs is going to be doing a rare blend drop. So you'll need to go to Nifty Blocks and check out our drop page and pick up 5 of the normal logo you see there on the screen. Our artist Stax Boat Shilly has created
Dax Boat Chili.
he's created a rare Neon Nights version of our logo. We can get it is by Blend Ace model logos. So, and it's going to be limited to 1 per account. So no flooding, no none of that.
I look forward to working more on that project as well. Auto Wild is going to be another one that I've got some big plans for that one. I know I've said that before.
Yeah, it's just once again, it's all a matter of time and being able to put the energy into yet another avenue. So we are working on a really, really nice collaboration right now though. So
And as soon as I send this out here, we will do the other drawing for the one in the stream. So if you haven't actually, if you're in Twitch chat or you're just jumping in or you haven't been, or you weren't aware, I should say, make sure to jump in the giveaway we're about to do in the Twitch stream, excuse me. So just buy your ticket real quick. Uh, exclamation point ticket one to jump in that, and we're gonna give one of those away as well. All right, that is on the way. Can't believe I wasn't logged in. What an epic fail. Must have like timed out or something. It shows me still logged in. Strange. All right, so let's go give one more away. Oh, those were the ones I got today. Show off my Bitcoin origin. The Looking Glass was a cool schema, and it was like a kind of a tribute to Bitcoin Magazine and like some people that were involved with some of those early sharing projects. Definitely Vitalik. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. Tribute. Those guys are paying tribute to those who have laid the path before them. All right. And go ahead and close the giveaway on the Twitch stream. Draw a winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
We will draw another winner. Mm.
It would work out like that, wouldn't it?
I didn't even purchase a ticket. I'm not even sure about that actually working. Congratulations, Ray. I guess it automatically puts me in there. I'm gonna
No,
give myself a pack. I'm gonna open one up right now. I'm gonna find Philizov and get my 500 wax.
you sent the command at the beginning to show Ray, remember?
Oh yeah, you're right. I did. So I did enter. You're right. Congratulations, Ray. Thank you for joining, man. We really appreciate you joining and sharing our stream and all you guys. I know we kind of slowed down this stream here to just do some of this fun stuff and give away some stuff. But again, really do appreciate you guys smashing those buttons, hitting the likes, hitting the retweets, the shares. Our socials are very young, guys. So we don't have a huge following yet, but we will build that up over time. So again, whatever medium is more comfortable for you, we're going to be here every Tuesday. We're going to put those streams together on the weekends as well and have guests in, different time slots. So, appreciate you, just jumping in here with us on Tuesday nights. We're going to have, content to provide. That's the beautiful thing about crypto as well. There's just so much going on right now, man. And we can't even cover like current events in an hour show and give stuff away. So, again, I'm just super happy with the momentum that we have in our club and everything that's going on right now. So, Ray, I know I have your wallet. If you want to just throw it in the chat real quick, we'll go ahead and I'll send you one right now while we're in here, man. If it's gonna let me. Look at that. See how easy this is? Cryptocurrency, man, making things easy. Now, if it's actually, see if it actually lets me send. Not a login. Yeah, I guess I logged out or it doesn't have me logged in anymore. But I can fix that. Just so you know what I'm actually doing here, because I wasn't logged in on that browser, so when your login times out, that's actually a good thing. It's making me use my 2FA to log back in, so Definitely, if you're using a cloud wallet, especially, um, you definitely want to be using some 2FA to secure your wallet and your assets. So there it goes. Congratulations, Ray. That'll be off. And congratulations. Thank you again for everyone for joining and participating. We're going to do this every week. So every week we're going to have something in here, something awesome to give away, something from a project or a partner. Man, we got some amazing partners. No Blockchain, Rabbit Hole, all the guys on Wax, all the Nifty Wizards people. We got Cyber FM. We're going to get, JT on here. We got a lot of stuff going on, Doc. That's what it boils down to, man. Tons of
Exciting
stuff going
time
on, man.
in
Tons of
crypto.
stuff. Projects galore. Tons of designs we want to mint. Some other cool stuff we want to get in here. We'll draw some new lines because if the Ocean zone is not going to be something we're going to worry about here long term, but we're going to watch this range. Don't be scared to push those buttons. Again, appreciate all you guys for joining us out there in internet land, wherever you are today. Uh, and, that's what's going to help us kind of leapfrog and take this thing into the next level, is building up a following and getting our name out there, getting our brand out there. We've got a bunch of other cool stuff, in the pipeline as well. We're going to be watching those coins. We're going to be obviously watching that Bitcoin and industry, right? I mean, everything, cryptocurrency, man, it's like it's in the news right now. It's hot, right? Blockchain distributed ledgers are pretty much appearing everywhere. NFTs are blowing up. I mean, why wouldn't
Something
you want to
else,
be involved in this technology in some way, shape, or form at this point, Doc? Learning something, right?
something else we didn't talk about too was the Amazon FUD that came out
Oh
today.
yeah, we didn't even talk about that, right? So obviously the Amazon announcement kind of at the bottom came out right at the perfect time to go eat some lunches on the short squeeze, right? Perfect timing,
Only for
right?
them to
Like,
announce today that it wasn't real.
right. And it's amazing how these stories come out at the exact right time to
Yeah,
influence price action.
yeah.
And they're rumors. It's just total bullshit. Right now, will is Amazon accept Bitcoin someday? Maybe kind of irrelevant again. But the timing again is just
Yeah.
take everything for a grain of salt. Don't believe everything you hear in the news stories, especially when it comes to Bitcoin price action. Um, you know, would an Amazon story like that, or a bunch of income like on the blockchain kind of change the token dynamics of Bitcoin? Maybe, but it's like China FUD. Did that really change anything? Well, it definitely affected the hash rate, but did it really change anything? Well,
Nope.
miners are going elsewhere, right? So this is a very global phenomenon. I don't know that any
Any-
one company or one market
If anything
can
changed,
change anything like that
if
drastically
anything
anymore,
changed
right?
during the China FUD, it was decentralization got better.
You're right. And let's be honest, right? Like, do you want a large portion of our network sitting in communist China if you're pro Bitcoin?
Nope. You want as little as possible. I mean,
Just put that out there, right? I mean,
if anything, it was a very healthy move, in my opinion.
well, anyway, that's the kind of stuff that we like, right? We like thinking outside the box. I'm gonna stop my share here just so I can pull your beautiful
Yeah.
face up and we'll say some closing words here. But that's what we promote, right? Thinking outside the box, looking at what we have available, using charts. We can look at so many things and share you know, the information that we have to make good decisions, to make evaluations, to help out our our club members as well as our uh, friends and family and people that we're involved with, right? We're going to kind of normalize this thing together. We're going to play these video games together. We're going to display and showcase things, remove those stigmas, and, get people less afraid of this, show them how they can do things that are less risky, and kind of remove some of those negative stigmas. There's still a lot of people out there that aren't experiencing what they could, in my opinion. Uh, just being closed minded, right? And man, that's what I love about our group and our crew and like our Telegram crew and not just Telegram crew because like that's a whole crew, but like Twitter create we have a kind of our own crews on different social media platforms now
Right.
around the world, and they all kind of collaborate and have their own ideas and think outside the box, and it's very refreshing anytime I jump into one of our social media platforms now. So again, I encourage you guys to do that. Um, if you're not in our Telegram room already, or you don't want to join in that, please follow our socials. One of the mediums where we're on all of them now. So whatever's more comfortable with you. If it's not our club, find yourself some sort of group, involved in blockchain, or art or whatever
By
it is
all
today,
means,
right?
by all means, ask questions, feel around, push buttons,
Yeah. Don't be scared
try
of this
things
stuff,
out.
right? Don't be scared of being ripped off. Like, a lot of these communities don't cost any money, right? Like, they're popping up all over the place and, teaching people and, enjoy the things that are available to you because there's a lot of negative in the world right now, but there's also a lot of positive, and there's a lot of good people that are spreading love and the right messages and trying to help people and share things out there. I think it's just getting drowned out a lot of times today by all the that's going on, just the obvious stuff that's going on in the world right now. And I don't even want to talk about, the nonsense, but everybody knows kind of the underlying over our heads shit that's going on in the world right now. Well, some of the stuff that we're talking about, blockchains, right? Transparency, communities, voting, right? These are the things that are going to help clear up those muddy waters.
Yeah,
Right.
because right now we're clearly in an age of misinformation.
It's awful, and they're gonna start censoring people. If you're living in Australia, not only are you locked down now, but you're gonna have to use your passport to log into the damn internet. They're gonna start monitoring your Facebook and your social media. The government is taking over people's lives, and they have a very common message and theme throughout many countries right now. And it's almost as like the theme is how much can they take from you right now,
Yep.
right? So, again, I don't want to be negative. I'm not trying to be like that right now. I want to be positive and focus on what we need to focus on, and that's what's under our control. And what's under our control yeah, I know, man. Ray, hang in there in Thailand. I know things are crazy, in a lot of places right now. Um, so we feel you guys. Again, don't fall victim to fear or succumb to negativity. Do what you have to do to just, provide for yourself and your family and protect yourself and be careful out there. But at the same time, keep your head on your shoulders, right? Keep your,
Well, that's someone I'd love to have on the show, that we need to reach out to soon is Nick's Ops, and have him do a security OPSEC show with us.
yeah, I haven't talked to him lately. I know that he's been doing had some kind of business stuff that he's been trying to
Yeah,
work through as well.
no, I knew he was off on other projects as of late, but maybe we need to get on Mastodon and find him over there because I know he still plays around over on that social site.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just take a deep breath, guys. Let's
Almost on
decompress. Let's enjoy what we have. Let's share clubs like ours and the all the other amazing projects and groups out there. Oxy Infinity blowing up these video games. Let's get out there and share this stuff. Let's enjoy it. Let's share the positive stuff. Let's get the word out there. Let's get that word about Goldman Stacks out there because we only promote the best groups, the best people, the best products, and we get in there and we vet those things ourselves, right? We don't take other people's words for it. We're not out here shilling advertising and promoting things that we don't use ourselves, right?
Yep.
We're a club of people because that's who we care about, right? Each other, and that's I think that's also a foreshadowing for like a lot of, things that are going to happen in the future and that need to happen in the future.
Yep.
So anything
3
else, closing remarks, Doc, before we hang it up
three
here?
days left. 3 days left before the end of the month, um, to get your golden ticket from Crypto Glass and his
Oh
crew.
yeah.
I
Yep.
got I
Didn't
got
mention
mine
that.
last. Yeah, I got mine last weekend. I'm actually excited to see how their first giveaway goes. Um, like they said before, the OG ticket holders of the very first drop, um, they will always be rewarded throughout their project. So I'm excited to see how they grow. Obviously, we all know, the markets are kind of weird right now, especially for NFTs. Like you said, we're seeing the cream rise to the top, and all this. So everything's getting sorted out on its own. It seems like, but one thing I learned just from dealing with a 3-year bear market was the people that are most successful coming out of that are the people who continued to build, kept their nose to the grindstone, and didn't let any of the market movement or negativity or stuff you hear on in the media, that, like we were saying, the FUD, um, not letting that affect them. And
Stay out of that. It's tough
yeah,
too during a long bear like that. Like it got to
oh,
me, man.
yeah,
And
it absolutely did. Especially, I remember the breaking point for both of us. Actually, it was kind of close, when your bot account got nuked,
oh yeah, that was not
during that
fun, man.
last. Yep,
Actually,
during
during that time I was more angry than anything, but man, I've,
right.
during my career I've had so many like ups and downs of like
But that was also
emotions and
like our turning point into deciding that we were going to start working together, and rather than just getting online together and chatting and enjoying each other's company, actually starting to brainstorm and utilize all this information that we're all
what I
consuming.
realized that was like even our own crew was very like secular. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we were all had
Yep.
our own interests, but we were all in our own different things and not really like sharing things with each other.
I
And
was
then
gonna
once
say,
we
which
started sharing things with each other, we
we
got
all still
better,
do
right?
that. But yeah.
And that's kind of how the whole thing started, right?
Yep. It's nice now though, because we're all involving each other in all those projects, and just, well, prime example, look at what the mayor has done for us and
I'm
teaching
super
us
happy,
on.
yeah, about what he's got going on right now too.
Yeah,
He's in so many different things right now, and no one told him to go, figure out Matic and learn about all that stuff. He just went and did it, right? And he became like the Matic guy, and now he's the mayor, and he deserves it, right? He deserves
absolutely.
all that accolade, and he deserves the financial reward as well too. So hats off to him. Oh, I was gonna mention too, Bank AI Aqua, one of our amazing staff members and chat moderators in our Telegram group, reached Chuck Norris level for July. First time ever that anyone's ever hit level 14, which is just an insane amount of chatting in a good way for the month of July. So I don't know that anyone will ever make it again, but I just wanted to give him a hats off to
Yeah.
him, and
Best, yeah,
we're
like
gonna
you
mint
said,
him a special NFT for that.
the best part is none of it's spam chat. It's
Right.
it's
He's in there
useful.
helping
Yeah.
people, doing the games every day, moderating chat, asking questions, keeping it flowing. You
Yeah.
have to have community managers that have bought into what you're doing. You know what I mean? And just I can't say, thanks enough to all of our staff members.
All right. That said, like to thank everybody who joined us tonight. Ray, Dub, we love seeing you guys in the chat. We love you guys interacting with us. It helps us keep the flow of the show going. But like I said too, this type of interaction we also learn from as well. It helps us dive deeper into what we're doing.
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah. As always, thank you again, Doc. Love you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us out there. Dilemma Mayor. He must have heard us talking about him. Thank you very much for joining as well. We'll put something together for talk some NFTs, man. NFTs is just like a whole show right now, so we need to like put a Saturday together. Maybe get a guest on too. But I
I
love
know
you
Matt
guys.
had the stoner cat earlier today.
Yeah,
So
he got in that stoner cat action. I'm sure we're gonna be talking
he's
about
also
that more in the future too. That's gonna be a big thing. I can already tell.
he's also been in on the aliens. He showed me a couple of his visitor visitors of I'm a Degen.
Yeah, he's another one that's not afraid to go hit those buttons. Like he don't give a damn. Like he'll take the risk. Like we're all kind of at that now where we see something we like, we're gonna go get into it, and we're gonna take that risk. And if it fails, oh well, we don't care because another one will come, right? And if you're getting in over your head and taking too much risk, well, that's not good. But so a guy like Dilemma, he can afford to throw a 0.35 F at a project like this, and now these things are selling for 10 15x. Like that's a calculated risk. That's not necessarily just a gamble. But when you're buying art and NFTs and it's something you like, then who cares, right? Like you're not looking to sell it anyway, right? You're looking to hang on to it.
Yeah, I'm researching the Zed Run horses now.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that too.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the next toe dip in the water.
All right, man. Well, again, take care of yourself, guys, wherever you're at in the world. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Next Tuesday, same time, same channel for sure, but we'll try to put something together. If not this week, we'll announce it for sure and let you guys know. We'll get something up in our Telegram right away after this one as well, and give it away on the next show. And we're just going to keep doing that every week, and we're going to keep coming back here every week. So consistency is what it's all about, man.
Rewards will be coming out soon, guys.
Yep. Keep staxing. Stay staxy and classy out there. We love you guys. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Take care, y'all.